Yo, what's up, guys? Today, I'm going to show you your next two measures of central tendency. There's only three measures of central tendency: mean, median, and mode. Yesterday, we learned about mean and how to find it. It basically just means average. Today, we're going to talk about median and mode. And these are your two vocab words right there: median and mode. Median is just in a set of numbers, the very middle number. Directly in the middle. So what you do every time you're finding mean, median, and mode, your measures of tendency, you have to line up your numbers in order from least to greatest every single time. And this is exactly how I would do it, just like this. I'm going to go find my smallest number here, which would be 85. Write it down. Next will be 88. And then 90. And then we've got a 93. Another 93. A 94. And a 97. So you put them in order from least to greatest. If I were to ask you to find the mean, which is what we did yesterday, you would add all these numbers up and you would divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would give you your average, right? Now remember, using a calculator on this is totally cool for all these types of problems, right? But median is just a middle number. So what you do is you start on both ends and you start counting in. Go in here, in here. If you just like cover them up like this, you find the middle number. If there's 7 numbers, it'll be this one right here, 3 from each side. The 93. That is your median. Median is 93. It's just the middle number in a set of data. Pretty easy, right? Next up is the mode. The mode, the way you remember mode, is the number that appears most often, right? Mode and most kind of sound like each other. So it's the number that appears most often. If you have a number that is repeated, then that would be the mode of the set of data. For example, in this set of data, there are two 93s. So the mode is also 93, which is the same as the median, and that's totally okay. And that's how you find median and mode. Now, there are a few things that, a little weird things that you need to know. What if there's not a direct middle number here? We'll look at that in just a second. But also, there could not be repeat numbers. So that could make there no mode. And if there was no numbers that repeated in here, you would just say no mode. If there were several numbers that repeated the same amount, then you could say you could have multiple modes. Let's look at one more example. Here is the cost of juice, right? Several different costs of juice, and we have 8 different costs right here. So what we're going to do is list these numbers in order from least to greatest right off the bat. I'm going to find the smallest number here, 165. Next, I'm going to cross them out as I do this. Looks like 197. 197. I'm going to write small so I can fit it all on the screen here. Then we've got, we're in the 2s, so 235, I think. 235, and then we've got 245. We've got 249. And then 287. And 287. And 375. Now, if I wanted you to find the mean of all of this, you would add all these numbers up and then divide by however many there were, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which you totally could. Now, notice these are all decimals. It should not frustrate you or anything because you're allowed to use a calculator on this stuff. Please do. It makes it so much easier. But let's just focus on median and mode again because these are the new ones for today. Remember, the median is the middle number in the set of data. Because you look at this and tell me what the middle number in the set of data is. Well, if we started working our way into the middle, we would find out that there are 2 numbers in the middle, right? There is nothing directly in the middle, but there are 2. When this happens, you take those 2 numbers and you add them together and you find the average. So you just add 245 and 249 together. 245 plus 249. So easy. Just type right in the calculator to get 494, and then just divide that by 2. Just find the average of the 2. So you get 247. Boom, there you go. That's how you handle it if you got 2 numbers directly in the middle, and it's not just one. Okay, so that's really kind of the only tricky part here. Now, mode is the number that appears most often, but it looks like we've got 287 appears twice, so that's going to be our mode for this one. And again, if there are no numbers that repeat, then there's no mode. And if there's several numbers that repeat, whichever one has the most is the mode. But if they have the same amount, then you could have multiple modes. Okay, that's the assignment. Good luck today, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.